summary sites. What do you think first? Oh no, poor thing. Lack company. Why didn't you quit? Employment Ice Age should have upped gacha game. But our brains are scared to death to admit that fact. Wait! Bad news, our brains that love to scream. You get what you deserve at unlucky bastards were actually glitched as hell. Oi, you degenerates. You still awake? I bet you're under the covers, bathing in blue light, doom scrolling with a dead look on your face. Yeah, me too. Today I'm gonna explain why scumbags like us see other people's misery on late night threads and say, laughing my ass off or feel that sweet schadenfreude. Why we get off on bashing victims screaming personal responsibility. I'm gonna explain this brain glitcher for real. Today's thread title is The Just World Hypothesis. If you're too clueless to know this, you're gonna be terrorized by your own brain forever. So listen up. Here's the agenda. First, why we bash victims, our abnormal psychology. Second, exposing the Just World Hypothesis by psychologist Lerner. Third, the madness called the cult of hard work infesting modern society. Finally, how to deal with this glitch. I'm covering these 4 points. I can't summarize this in a too long didn't read, so clean the wax out of your ears and listen to the end. Let's get into the main topic. First, chapter. Bad news, why we inevitably bash victims. Be honest, lads. When you see news about crypto scams or weird accidents on summary sites, what do you think first? Oh no, poor thing. Hell no. Isn't it their fault for falling for that sketchiness? Greedy bastard got served. Serves him right. Yep, self-inflicted. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You've hit that post button while soaking in a sense of superiority, haven't you? Don't hide it. I have. It's basically my daily routine. But think about it carefully. Victims are usually the ones who need protection. But we throw stones, salt the wound, and say, it's your fault, retard. Objectively, that's psychopath behavior. Why do you think we can be so aggressive toward red strangers' misery? If you just thought, well, it's because they did something stupid, congratulations. That thought right there, that's proof your brain is glitched. Enter Chapter 2. The trick of the Just World Hypothesis exposed by Lerner. Right, this is gonna be on the test. In 1980, this old dude named Melvin Lerner dropped some cruel experimental results. That is the Just World Hypothesis. Basically, humans have this intense delusion that the world should be a fair and safe place. Good things happen to good people, bad things happen to bad people. Effort is rewarded, and evil is destroyed. It's standard settings for manga and anime. But what about reality? You can work your ass off and still get fired. A saint can get flattened by a car running a red light. Reality is an unreasonable and random gacha game. But our brains are scared to death to admit that fact. Wait, you mean I could get stabbed by a rando tomorrow even if I do nothing wrong? That's too scary. Your brain starts panicking. To cancel out that fear, the brain creates a defense mechanism. That is, victim blaming. Imagine a scale in your head. Put unreasonable misery on one side. The balance of trust in the world collapses. The world is chaos. Too anxious. So, to force a balance, you pile the victim's fault on the other side. He didn't get unlucky. He acted like an idiot. He got scammed because he wasn't paying attention. By fabricating a reason, you feel safe, right? Thinking, I'm not stupid like him, so that won't happen to me. Meaning that moment you type you get what you deserve on the boards. You look like you're acting cool saying you idiot. But deep down you're shaking and praying, please let it be his fault. I don't want to admit the world is unfair. Tell me I'm safe. How about that? You guys laughing your asses off at others' misfortune look pretty pathetic now, don't you? You're just bashing others to hide your own cowardice. That is the true identity of the Just World Hypothesis. And here is Chappie. I'm going roar. The bug of the cult of hard work infesting modern times. This bug is nastiest when linked to the word effort. We're brainwashed from childhood, right? If you work hard, dreams come true. Flip that logic, and what do you get? If your dreams didn't come true, you didn't work hard enough. Successful people get arrogant. My hard work paid off. When they see poor people or failures, they cut them off. They're bottom feeders because they didn't try. Personal responsibility. It's the ultimate drug that ignores social structure and luck, blaming everything on the individual. Hiroshi had a black company. Why didn't you quit? Employment ice age, should have upskilled, bro. These trash takes exist because this just world hypothesis is at work. The wish that the world should be fair is so strong, it twists the interpretation of the unfair reality right in front of you. Winners mistake their luck for skill, and losers blame themselves unnecessarily. It's a living hell. Japan is especially bad with this tendency. Don't cause trouble for others. Self-responsibility. Behind these beautiful words hides a cowardly brain's defense mechanism. The posts you write to bash others are actually a collar choking your own neck. Did you realize that? Finally, Chapter 4. Knowing this bug, are we ahead of the curve? Some of you chads might be thinking, yikes, my brain is trash. But don't despair. The important thing is self-awareness. Next time you see a flame horror or a fail online, before you type "what an idiot," stop your finger for a second. Am I trying to bash this guy just to erase my own anxiety? Am I making him a sacrifice because I'm scared the world is unreasonable? If you can view it objectively, at least you graduate from being a zombie unknowingly throwing stones. Thinking, guess he was just unlucky, or that could be me tomorrow, is actually better for your mental health. The world isn't fair. Good people die, and bad people survive without a care. That's reality. Accepting that absurdity and still surviving another day of doing nothing. That's the survival strategy for us sages. Well, I talked big, but I'm gonna forget this immediately and type laughing my ass off again anyway. I'm only human. That's it for today. If it was funny, smash subscribe and like. I won't force you, but listening this far and freeloading is bad manners, right? Give and take. That's what a fair world is about. Sarcasm intended. Here's the teaser for tomorrow. Next time, I'll explain the Omega Point theory. It's some Chunibyu level crazy talk about the final destination of cosmic evolution. Weird words will pop up, but I'll summarize it in a too long, didn't read format for you, so look forward to it. Alright, I've got an early day tomorrow, so I'm going to bed. Thread closed. Good night. Wait.